Today we're going to take a look at beefing up our Wi-Fi signal by replacing the stock antenna with a 10 decibel upgraded antenna. As you can see, we have a TP-Link USB Wi-Fi adapter, the stock antenna, the smaller one, the new antenna, the larger one, and a 12-inch ruler as a reference to show how large each piece is. The new antenna measures about 15 inches in length. The antenna rotates independently of the cuff, and if you only twist the antenna, it will just spin long before a solid connection is made. Uninstalling is the same process, except in reverse, remembering to twist the collar and not just the antenna. However, my current router does not have a removable antenna, so I can't upgrade it to a larger one. This kind of antenna is known as an omnidirectional antenna, meaning that it transmits its signal equally in all directions. Imagine throwing a stone in a lake. When the stone hits the water, the kinetic motion of the rock causes ripples to form in all directions equally. You can imagine that this is how the radio signal looks coming from one of these antennae. Now, let's see how we increase our ability to capture these signals being transmitted. Here's an ocean on a nice sunny day, and here's a fish on the bottom of the sea. Here's our sailboat. The boat uses a sail attached to the mast to catch wind. Our first boat has a small sail, so it can only catch a small amount of wind and moves very slowly. Our second boat has a much larger sail and thus can move a lot more quickly as it has a lot more surface area to catch the wind. The same theory applies to these antennas. The larger they are, the more signal they can catch. In this test, I'm behind several layers of drywalls at the back of my house with my laptop and wireless USB adapter. The router is approximately 35 feet away, and there is no direct line of sight. The stock antenna shows a reading of -59 decibels. The larger, upgraded antenna shows a reading of -56 decibels. So the 3 decibel increase means the strength has effectively doubled. And further gains would be seen if I had installed these larger antennas on my wireless router as well. There are no universal Wi-Fi antenna connections, so you should do a bit of fact-finding before purchasing a larger antenna to make sure it is the right type of connector for the device you want to attach it to. You should also probably check to make sure that you have removable antennas. This TP-Link uses an RP-SMA connection, whereas the Linksys uses an RN-TNC connection. For additional information about connector types and a whole host of other technical Wi-Fi answers, I suggest starting at the link provided in the video's description.